Good morning to all. So in our last class I explained you till what is government and what are its different forms. Okay, government means it is a political body entrusted with the task of administering a country, that is to look after a country. And there are different forms of government, and what are they? They are monarchies, dictatorship, theocracies, oligarchies, democracies, etc. So monarchical form of government you got in class 6 also, right? That is, monarchy means there is a king or queen who rule over the country. Okay, a king or queen is the head of the government. That form of government are known as monarchical form of government. Say you can see this form of government in Bhutan. Bhutan is ruled by a king. Then Queen Elizabeth II, who rules the England. She is the Queen of England. Means she rule over the government. That is, that kind of government is known as monarchical form of government, where there is a king or queen. Then dictatorship means, when a group of people have power over a country, then it is known as dictatorship. Okay, like you know about Hitler. See, he was the president of Germany. With the help of his armies, and with very powerful people, he used to rule over some people. And he asked the people to stay quiet, and if they raise their voice, then different kind of actions will be taken to them at that time. Okay, when Hitler was there. So that form of government where a particular group of people or a person lead over the whole country, rule over the country with power, then it is known as dictatorship. Okay, they have absolute power in running such government are formed without the consent of the people. Means people don't agree with such kind of government. The people do not have the freedom to express their opinions or object to the government's decision. So people cannot free their decisions, they cannot oppose the decisions to the government. So that is known as dictatorship. The theocracy means where a religious group of people in the name of God rule over the country is known as theocracy. The next is oligarchy. Oligarchy means a small group of people. A small group of people rule over the whole country. Like you will get in African America, what they used to do, that the white people rule over the black people. Means they used to do discriminations, divide. They used to do divide among white people and black people. Means black people were considered as low and the white people are considered as high. So that form of government where the white people are considered as the rich people or high class people, that form of government are known as oligarchy. Then last is democracy. So you know about India is a democratic country, right? So democracy is a government of the people. Of the people means people choose the government. Then by the people. People choose by the process of voting and for the people. That is, people choose the government for the benefits of themselves only. Yes or no? For our benefits, we used to choose a government. So we can also remove the government if we don't like his functions and actions. Like after 5 years, we can change the government. Okay. The next is the government has to explain its actions, decisions to the people and have the power to question it. So we can question with through media, through news channels. We can also do protests, rallies. Yes or no? If we don't agree with the government, if we don't like the government, then we can do various things where we can. The English, American, and the French Revolution laid the foundation for modern democracy in 17th and 18th centuries. So English, American, French revolution means the changes, positive changes are known as revolution. So earlier there was no the theory, there was no such concept like democracy. So this democratic form of government were developed by English people, American people, and the French revolutions. French people, they developed the concept of democracy. If you read this paragraph, then you will know. Later on, the democracy was explained to include the ideas of universal adult, franchise, and socio-economic equality. So later people started forming a kind of government like universal adult franchise, means people can vote after age of 18, and socio-economic equality means socio means social, economic means socio-economic means a society. It is all people should be treated as equal irrespective of caste, race, sex, place of birth, gender, yes or no. Then education, all people should be treated equally. So India is a representative democracy. As I told you, representative democracy means people don't directly go to the elections. Instead, what people do, they choose a leader, that we suppose this person as our leader and we will vote for him. This is known as representative, means representing a person is known as representative democracy. So one is direct democracy and another is representative democracy. Representative means India. In India, we used to represent a person, represent a leader, so that we can vote him and we can elect him as our leader. Understood? And some people also in some places people used to go directly and participate in election. That is known as direct democracy. Then democratic government has also parliamentary, presidential and unitary or federal. So democratic forms of government also have 4 types. Okay, that is parliamentary, presidential, unitary or federal. So in this paragraph I will tell you, in a presidential form of government, the president is the head of the government as well as the head of the state. So in some countries, the president is considered as the only one who can take decisions over the whole thing. Okay, that is presidential form of government, where president is the head of the government. Parliamentary form of government, the prime minister is the head of the government. So in these two, do you think India comes under this category? No, India don't come under this category. Yes or no? Because we don't follow our president and also we don't follow our prime minister. Whom we follow, we will know here, okay? He select our representative elected by people and can be removed from office by the vote in the parliament. Under a unitary system of government, there is no division of power between the different levels of government. Local government derive their authority from the central government. So, suppose in some places there is no division of powers between the central government and state government. Like as the Chief Minister of Assam is Hemanta Biswa Sarma now. Yes, and Dr. Hemanta Biswa Sarma is the Chief Minister of Assam. So Narendra Modi don't used to come to Assam to see whatever is going on in Assam. Yes or no? He just used to keep informed about what are the things going around. But Narendra Modi don't look after. He directly don't look after Assam. The all responsibility were given to Hemanta Biswa Sarma. Yes or no? So this form of government where there is divisions of power, like central government or the national government, like prime minister used to look after the whole country, then the state government used to look after the states. There are different state government are there, yes or no? So there are divisions of power. So where there are division of power means particular people are given to look after particular places. This form of government is known as federal system. Okay, and also one government is there where there is no division of power. Just now I said you that the prime minister look after the whole all over the country. Then state government used to look only after the state. So there are little division of power, yes or no? But in unitary form of government, this one, there is no division of power. Means all government used to do decisions. They used to take decisions together, and they used to look after the whole country in a unitary form, means together. In France and Italy, we can see this kind of government in unitary form of government. And federal system of government where there is division of power. Okay, nor a president or nor a prime minister is the head of our country. Yes or no? That's why India is not a presidential form of government. India is not a parliamentary form of government. India is not also a unitary form of government, but India is a federal system of government, because there are different divisions of power between country and the state. There are different leaders who look after the state and the country. Understood? What are key features of democracy? Universal adult franchise, all adults in a country can vote. and elect their representative to a government. It allows people to participate in the government by electing their leader. It also ensures that ensure means what? Making sure that the rights of all sections of society are represented equally in the government. In India, all citizens about 18 years of age can vote. Okay. Before India became independent, only a small group of people were allowed to vote in the elections. This means that a small group of people had a say in the government and make decisions for all the people of a country. All leaders found the practice unfair and demanded that all adults should be given the right to vote. So before universal adult franchise was published, only some people were allowed to vote. Not all the people were allowed to vote. But after universal adult franchise came into force, then all Indians above 18 years of age can vote for the government or choose their representative. Okay, like now women, illiterate means what? Those uneducated men, propertyless men, all people can vote for the government, can vote for them. Okay, and in some countries like South Africa, blacks were not allowed to vote. So when this all used to happen? Before universal adult franchise was launched. Okay, before universal adult franchise was launched, very small group of people were given the rights to vote for the government. Understood? People participation and awareness. So this topic I will explain you tomorrow. Okay, you look this, you read this one. I will go this. 2 days will take. I will finish the chapter. Okay. And after this we will do revision. Also I gave you the question answers, and I will give you the syllabus here in writing form. You note down all the things and please read the book at home. Okay. So this is all for today. Thank you.